This here is a 1998 single overhead cam, sort of like your barra, like same sort of stroke and bore and crank and all of that crap, but obviously single overhead cam, and you've only got two valves, so you've got an intake and a fucking piss off take. So this one goes all right. I've taken quite a lot off the head and blah 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 blah, so the compression should have gone up. However, because I dialed the cam in a lot, advanced, and it is slightly lumpy, the compression on this thing's only like 120, which is normally aspirated 120. It's pretty low. It's pretty low. However, she fucking goes. It's got no rev limiter, so I promise you these things make power at 7,000. They really shouldn't. Factory, they have a 5.5 limit on them, I think. And the power's just gone up there, but that's really an intake and a exhaust manifold issue. As soon as you open, and I've done head porting, shit like that. So it'll be interesting to pull that apart, because honestly, this thing's seen over 8,500 RPM on downshifts when going into corners. Probably more than that even, but it doesn't do it, of course. It just locks the rear up. Yeah, okay. So what I really would like to do, because I'm stupid, this old Falcon race car, I want to put the engine there. So basically it'll be sitting here, back to there, obviously with a independent rear suspension diff and stuff in there. The wiring on this thing's dodgy as, and of course it is. It's the sort of thing like, oh, I've got a race meeting, and like you've got to put the dash in, because anyway, whatever. So they're heavy. It's been lightened a bit. The driver's door you're not actually allowed to fuck with unless you've got the full roll cage, which is in bars sitting over there, but I don't want to do anything with it until I can get one of these things in the back with a bloody Eaton M112 supercharger fucking forcing air through it into, so ideally I would like a Corvette style transaxle thing back there with this motor, because the motor's only a metre long and the transaxle should, I'll show you the wheels. So the motor really at the most should be at the B pillar. Alright. So anyway, I've got a lot on, and I've got a really screwed up back, and I'm fucking broke. So, whatever. This thing's been sitting here way too long, mate. I'm looking at it now, and like the amount of shit that I could do on this in the day. Oh, I'm not going to put that down because I'm going to crush my electronic. No, I'm not. Hang on. Oh, yeah, there you go. So so this is kind of, so there's a EF, which is 1994 EF1 Ford Falcon. Well, originally it was a Futura, but then I put like leather interior, fucking DVD screens, fucking. Anyway, it turned into an LTD, right? So it had all the stuff, of the top of the line bloody car. So there's a 6-speed out of Toyota V8 Lexus thing, whatever. So one day that will do something. Now this one here, right, this started out as a EL98, I think, with a hybrid head, which is the AU style head, Futura as well. So this one looks like it's a race car, well, sort of. It's got the XR6, it's got a XR6 bloody, computer in it, rah rah rah. But it isn't, I need to change the motor head gasket's gone, the gearbox leaks, it's an auto, the gearbox leaks so much that, you keep filling it, blah blah blah. So anyway, I fixed a lot of rust in it. The dash and everything's out because I'm still pissing around in there trying to work out how to get an electronic throttle body from a FG or a newer car which uses a really good computer. And they want to know throttle positions and stuff like that, obviously, otherwise you go nowhere. So I'm still trying to work out that, which sucks, because I worked it out. I've done it 5-6 times, and then I've gone up to other people's cars and there's anyway, there's just issues. There's just fucking issues. But it's almost there. Yeah, okay. Right. I kind of hope no one ever watches this, to be honest. because, you know, it's kind of depressing. There's my friend's Renault Nissan engine, and I haven't done anything with that at all. Like I have, like this should be in there, and it's not. My back sucks, man. It's not good. As you can see, everything's everywhere, because when I get enough energy to do stuff, or when I feel good enough to do stuff, I go do it. And then, of course, you know, I go hard all day, and then I'm fucked. So all this stuff, you know, the roof leaks up there, so that's got, you know, saving my tools and power supplies from fucking drowning. There's a big leak right next to my welding table too, see, that falls up. Anyway, whatever. That's life for a fucking guy that's broken his back building. Well, really motorbikes do it, of course. 160k into the B pillar of a bloody Corolla, you know. Fucking hurts, mate. Lucky to be talking to you. Anyway, here's my latest cat, Yum Yums. I've been putting a lot of effort into the cats. Here's Mumsy. I saved Mumsy 4 years ago. And there's Ginger. Saved him, I don't know, 6 months ago. And this one here spent its first night inside. It actually likes the El Rusto. Goes to sleep in El Rusto. So that's Yum Yums. Well, alright. At least I have tools. And a fucking hoist. And how many cars do I have? 6 or 7. I've got a trailer. Gearboxes. There's a T5 sitting there out of AU, which is a 2003 AU with bell housing and fucking shit. That's an XR6 motor from a, what's that? That's a 2003 AU as well. I've got 2 other XR6s outside. That there was an LPG engine, which I pulled heaps of crap off. So all the bonnets, panels, interior lights, fucking, what are they? They're King springs, lowering springs, I imagine. BA thermos, blah blah blah. XR6 lights from something. You know, interior bits. That's a dashboard out of AU. Unfortunately, one of the AUs I've got outside, one of the XR6s, I was going to put this wood grain fucking stuff in it, and then I found rust in it, and I was just like, ah, fuck's sake. So I got the console in, and I put the nice gear shift in with the chrome and the fucking wood and everything, and then I ripped out the padding around the A pillar, and whoops, there we go. So I need to fix the rust. What I really need to do though, because it's come out to winter in this shed, living in the shed, it's fucking cold, mate. The wind blows straight through all the gaps like that. So, you know, kind of block those up with old sheep wool or whatever, slowly but surely. But yes, I really need to build a tiny home sort of thing in here on a trailer, camper van thing. Oh, mate. And I'm out of energy. Later.